And we are back at Up North F4. We are here with Matt Persick. Persick? What? Persick?
You nailed it. Persick, yeah.
I have
well
it
done.
in my head.
Yeah.
I'm like, did it. Okay. Rhinelander District Library Services Assistant, and our very own Carrie Bladorn, who's the director in at Pioneer Park Historical Complex. Gentlemen, thank you for coming on and joining us here today.
Thanks for having us.
Okay. Of course, kind of spooky as we see in the background, but first let's start with the cemetery tour that will be taking place, but also there's a different concept behind it because it's based more towards a historical concept of it rather than the spooky Halloween concept.
Yeah, we're doing our second annual historic cemetery lantern tour at Forest Home Cemetery in Rhinelander this Friday and Saturday. It'll be Friday evening, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. And it was started last year by Anita Tyler and Brittany Becks, who had this idea to do a cemetery tour and get people to portray historic folks that are at Forest Home Cemetery. And it was great. We had fun. I portrayed somebody, Matt portrayed somebody, and at the end of it, everybody said, we gotta do that again.
Yeah.
And there were so many people that wanted to get involved this year, and so we're really excited to bring it back for its second year.
And the idea here is it's not necessarily spooky Halloweenish. This is a history tour of notable people from the Rhinelander area who are buried in that cemetery, correct?
Yeah, I mean, it happens to be in October at the cemetery, but that's really where the Halloween or spooky aspect starts and stops.
Yeah.
It's really geared toward sharing Rhinelander and Northwoods history with people that want to come down and learn.
And who are some of the people we're going to visit this year?
Matt?
Yeah. Well, yeah. So someone we didn't hit last year that's maybe considered a heavy hitter in this cemetery is John Heisman. You want to say who that's portrayed by?
Our very own,
Dan Hagen.
Yeah.
The wagon. Then we've got a couple, Charles and Margaret Chafee, Mary Lassig. You know something about the Lassigs?
Yeah, the Lassig family was well known for its dairy farm, and they also ran a dairy production facility, and Mary Lassig was an early pioneer to Rhinelander. She had 15 kids, and all of them grew up to be well-to-do members of the community.
Unexpected.
Unexpected, yeah. You mentioned Charles and Margaret Chafee. They're a husband and wife couple that own Rhinelander's first hotel, Rapids House, and it's an interesting take on them in that they're at the same gravesite, but they'll be portraying a husband and wife couple, which we hadn't done last year.
Cool.
Right.
This year we have to bring back Gene Shepard, portrayed by Jerry Scheidel. He just does such a wonderful job as Gene Shepard. Gene Shepard, of course, captured the first Hodag, and we just had to have him on the list again this year.
Yeah, he does a great act as
Tell him who you're going to portray.
Yeah, I'm going to portray someone we probably haven't heard of. His name is Hugo Don, and he killed his father. So, and there's more. It keeps going. So,
Actually, no, I have not ever heard of him.
Wait, Hugo killed his father?
Yeah.
And they're both buried there?
Actually, Dad is in
Hugo.
the Catholic cemetery. Hugo is there,
Across
as is
the
his
street,
one-legged brother. Yeah.
This is a fascinating kind of unknown.
One-legged brother.
Yeah, this is a fascinating unknown story in Rhinelander history, and Matt has been doing the deep dive on this, and I'm really excited to hear the full story. They were in a gang and did counterfeit gold
Counterfeiting,
coins?
yeah.
All right, so operationally, how's this work? You meet at a certain spot, then you have a tour guide, or what? How's this work?
That's right. Yeah, we'll have tours leaving every 15 minutes. We'll meet at the outside of the cemetery at the top of Main Street, and follow through the. We've got a little map here. Everyone will get this brochure,
and the actors are at each grave site.
And we'll have some stuff in the in-between to mention as well about history of cemeteries in general sometimes, or Rhinelander, the Forest Home Cemetery as well.
And then the actors, so if they're standing, so are they like performing a little skit or something, or just like standing there?
Oh, we'll all have
their character.
Yeah. So like act it out.
Tell our story a little bit. Yeah.
Okay.
And tell their story, right?
Yeah.
Because there's so much history here coming out, right? And this year there's 8 characters, you said?
7. Yep,
okay.
6 sites, 7 characters. And Rhinelander, the whole Northwoods is just full of wonderful history, and it gives people an opportunity to come out and connect with our local history. The more you connect with local history, the more you feel a part of the community.
All right, so how do people, there's the flyer.
So there's tons of information on the Pioneer Park Historical Complex Facebook page. Again, it's this Friday, 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. and Saturday, 1 p.m. to 3 p.m. You can either purchase tickets online through Eventbrite, or you can come and just buy them at the door for $10 each. And you can hop on any of the tours. Tours leave every 15 minutes, and you don't have to schedule a specific time. Just come between 6 and 8, hop on the next tour that's heading out.
And I'm gonna go later because the
I kinda
sun
like-
sets at 6:30.
Yeah, I
these
kind of
days.
like the later one.
Yeah, the 6 p.m. to
Yeah.
8 p.m. it's perfect because we do the actual lantern tour. It's a little dark in the evening, and it's kind of great when the tour guides, they walk through the cemetery with the lantern, and then they walk up to the grave site where the person is being portrayed, and it's almost like you kind of come out of the dark. But these cemetery tours are really popular. They do one in Wausau, they do one in Anago, I believe they do one in Merrill. So it was just something that we had thought about doing, and glad to bring it back for a second year.
Yes,
Now for year 2,
That's
we have it
good.
here. All right.
Well, thank you. Well, thank you, gentlemen, for coming on and joining us, and we look forward to the walking cemetery tour.
Thanks for
Thanks for
having
having
us.
us.
All right, coming up, we'll be talking about your immune system for the fall.